If you are listening to this right now, it means something inside you is asking for relief. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Maybe your body is tired. Maybe your heart feels heavy. Maybe you have tried everything and you still feel stuck, frustrated, or disappointed because healing did not come the way you expected. And if that is you, let me tell you something important. There is nothing wrong with you. Louise Hay taught us that healing does not begin in the body. It begins in the way we speak to ourselves, in the way we think, in the way we emotionally treat our own being. Most people are fighting their bodies every single day. They wake up angry at the pain. They fear the diagnosis. They blame themselves. They ask, "Why is this happening to me?" If this message is touching your heart right now, take a moment to subscribe and give this video a like. Together, we're creating a space of love, healing, and transformation. But your body does not understand punishment. It understands love. It understands safety. It understands compassion. And today, this message is here to help you shift from fear to love. You may not believe it yet, and that is okay. You do not need blind faith. You only need willingness. Willingness to listen differently. Willingness to stop attacking yourself. Willingness to consider that your body has been doing its best to protect you. Your body is not broken. Your body is responding. Every cell in your body is alive. Every cell is listening. Every cell is waiting for new instructions. And for a long time, the instructions may have sounded like this. I am tired of being sick. I hate my body. Why can't I be normal? This pain controls my life. Louise Hay reminded us that words are powerful, thoughts are powerful, and repetition creates reality. This is why healing is not about forcing the body to change. It is about inviting the body to relax. Right now you are allowed to pause. You are allowed to breathe. You are allowed to stop fighting. Nothing needs to be fixed in this moment. Nothing needs to be proven. You are simply listening. And as you listen, something subtle begins to happen. Your nervous system softens. Your cells receive a different message. A message that says, "You are safe." Healing does not always feel dramatic. Sometimes it feels like permission. Permission to rest. Permission to forgive yourself. Permission to stop carrying emotional weight that never belonged to you. Louise Hay believed that many illnesses are connected to unresolved emotional patterns. Fear held for too long. Resentment never expressed. Self-criticism repeated daily. A lack of self-love that became a habit. This message is not here to blame you. It is here to empower you. Because the moment you change the way you relate to yourself, your body begins to respond differently. You do not need to understand everything right now. You only need to stay present. Stay with this message. Stay open. Stay gentle. This is not a race. This is a reunion with yourself. And as we continue block by block, you will begin to hear your body differently. You will begin to speak to yourself with new words. And slowly, naturally, lovingly, healing will feel possible again. If you are still here, it means you are ready to listen. And that alone is already the beginning of healing. Your body is not against you. For many years, you may have believed that your body betrayed you, that it failed you, that it turned against you without warning. But Louise Hay taught something very different. The body is always responding to the messages it receives from the mind. Your body is not your enemy. Has never been. Every symptom is not a mistake. It is a signal, request, a form of communication. When the body is ignored emotionally, it begins to speak physically. Think about how often you pushed yourself when you were exhausted. How often you silenced your emotions to keep going. How often you told yourself, "I don't have time to feel this." The body remembers. Louise Hay believed that long-term emotional patterns can manifest as physical discomfort when they are not acknowledged or released. Not as punishment, but as protection. Pain slows you down. Fatigue forces you to rest. Symptoms ask for attention. Your body is intelligent. It is always trying to bring you back into balance. But when fear takes over, we respond with anger instead of curiosity. We fight the body instead of listening to it. And the moment we fight, tension increases. Right now, you are invited to change that relationship. Instead of asking, "What is wrong with my body?" ask, "What does my body need from me?" This simple shift changes everything. Your body needs reassurance. It needs kindness. It needs consistency. It needs you to stop speaking to it with disappointment. Louise Hay often said that criticism is one of the most damaging habits we have. Especially self-criticism. Every time you think, "I am weak," your body hears weakness. Every time you think, "I will never heal," your cells receive hopelessness. But your body does not judge. It only responds. This is why healing begins with awareness. Notice how you talk to yourself when you feel pain. Notice the tone. Notice the words. Would you speak that way to someone you love? Your body wants cooperation, not control. It wants to feel safe inside you. And safety is created through compassion. You do not need to deny your symptoms. You do not need to pretend everything is fine. You only need to stop attacking yourself for having them. Louise Hay believed that love is the most powerful healer available. Not love as an idea, but love as a daily practice. Speaking gently to yourself. Resting without guilt. Allowing emotions to exist without shame. Your body relaxes when it feels respected. And relaxation is where healing begins. Right now, even as you listen, your body is responding to the calm in your voice, to the softness in your attention, to the absence of threat. This is not imagination. This is biology. The nervous system heals in safety. And safety begins with you. Your body has been loyal to you through everything. Through stress. Through fear. Through moments when you doubted yourself. It is still here. Still listening. Still ready to respond differently. You are not broken. You are learning a new language. The language of self-love. The language of patience. The language of healing. And this is only the beginning. Every thought you think sends a message. Not just emotionally. Physically. Louise Hay taught that the body is constantly listening to the mind, even when you are not aware of it. Your cells are not passive. They are responsive. They react to fear. They react to safety. They react to love. For years, you may have repeated thoughts without questioning them. I am not strong. My body always fails me. I am afraid something bad will happen. When a thought is repeated long enough, it becomes familiar. And what is familiar feels normal, even if it hurts. The body adapts to the mental environment it lives in. This is why two people can experience the same situation, yet respond differently. One collapses. The other heals. The difference is not worthiness. The difference is internal dialogue. Louise Hay believed that loving thoughts create a loving internal environment where the body can repair itself more easily. This does not mean denying reality. It means choosing thoughts that support life instead of threatening it. Your body does not need perfection. It needs consistency. If you constantly expect your body to get worse, it prepares for that outcome. If you constantly expect danger, it stays in defense mode. Defense mode does not heal. Protection does not repair. Healing happens in trust. This is why fear delays healing. Fear tightens the muscles. Fear restricts the breath. Fear tells the nervous system to stay alert. And an alert system cannot rest. But when you choose calmer thoughts, even small ones, the body begins to soften. Not because the problem disappeared, but because the message changed. Instead of thinking, "My body is failing me," you begin to think, "My body is doing its best." That single shift changes the internal chemistry. Louise Hay often emphasized that we must become aware of the words we use, because words shape beliefs, and beliefs shape the body. You may not notice it immediately, but your cells do. Every gentle thought is like a soft instruction. Every kind word is a permission to relax. And relaxation is not weakness. It is intelligence. Your body knows how to heal. It always has. What it needs is an environment that allows it to do so. Right now, as you listen, your body is receiving new instructions. Instructions that say, "You are not under attack. You are supported. You are allowed to change." This is not magic. This is alignment. Alignment between mind and body. You are not forcing healing. You are allowing it. And allowance is powerful. The emotional root of pain. Pain does not appear out of nowhere. According to Louise Hay, many physical conditions are connected to emotions that were never fully expressed, processed, or released. This does not mean you caused your pain consciously. It means you adapted. You adapted by staying silent, by being strong when you needed support, by carrying emotions that felt unsafe to express. The body never forgets what the heart had to hide. Unexpressed anger can turn inward. Unresolved grief can become heaviness. Long-term fear can create tension that never relaxes. Your body learned to hold what your mind could not face at the time. And that was not a failure. It was survival. Louise Hay believed that many of us learned very early that our emotions were inconvenient, that being sensitive was a weakness, that speaking our truth could lead to rejection. So we swallowed words. We smiled through pain. We told ourselves, "It's not that bad." But emotions do not disappear when they are ignored. They relocate. They find a place in the body where they can stay quiet but present. Healing begins when you stop judging those emotions. You are not wrong for feeling anger. You are not broken for feeling sadness. You are not weak for feeling fear. These emotions are not enemies. They are messengers. And when you listen without judgment, they soften. Louise Hay taught that forgiveness is often a key element in emotional healing. Not because others deserve it, but because your body deserves peace. Holding resentment keeps the body in tension. Letting go allows it to breathe. Forgiveness does not mean approval. Means release. Release of the emotional weight your body has been carrying for you. You do not need to relive the past to heal it. You only need to stop punishing yourself for having lived it. Right now, you are allowed to acknowledge what hurt you. Without excuses. Without minimizing it. Without blaming yourself. Your body responds positively to honesty. When you say, even silently, "This was hard for me," something inside begins to loosen. Healing is not about pretending everything was fine. It is about giving yourself permission to feel without fear. Louise Hay believed that love dissolves stored emotional pain over time. Not force. Not pressure. Love. Gentle awareness. Patience. Self-compassion practiced daily. Your body does not need dramatic emotional breakthroughs. Needs safety. And safety is created when you stop abandoning yourself emotionally. You are allowed to feel. You are allowed to heal. You are allowed to move forward without carrying the past in your body. This is not forgetting. This is freedom. And your body is ready for it. Reprogramming your relationship with your body. Healing is not only about removing pain. It is about creating a new relationship with yourself. Louise Hay taught that the way you treat your body every day becomes a blueprint it follows. Not through logic, but through repetition. For a long time, your relationship with your body may have been based on demands. Get better. Stop hurting. Why can't you work like before? Even if these words were never spoken out loud, they were felt. And the body responds to energy as much as to language. Reprogramming begins when you stop approaching your body as a problem to solve, and start approaching it as a partner. Your body has carried you through everything you have lived. Through joy. Through stress. Through moments you thought you would not survive. It deserves recognition. Louise Hay often encouraged people to look in the mirror and speak loving words to themselves. Not as a ritual of vanity, but as a practice of reconnection. When you avoid your reflection, you avoid intimacy with yourself. And healing requires intimacy. You do not need to love your body perfectly. You only need to stop rejecting it. Acceptance is not giving up. Acceptance is opening the door. When you say, "This is where I am right now," your body relaxes. Resistance creates tension. Acceptance creates flow. Flow allows healing to move. Reprogramming also means noticing the small moments of care. Resting when you are tired. Drinking water with awareness. Touching your body gently instead of critically. These moments send powerful messages. Louise Hay believed that self-love is a discipline, not a feeling. It is something you practice, especially when it feels uncomfortable. Your body learns from consistency, not perfection. Every time you choose kindness over criticism, you are changing old patterns. And patterns once changed create new outcomes. Your body is adaptable. It is always learning from you. If you have spent years speaking harshly to yourself, it may take time for your body to trust the new language. Healing is not instant trust. It is built trust. Right now, as you listen, you are already practicing something new. You are giving yourself time. You are choosing presence. That alone is reprogramming. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are learning how to treat yourself in a way that supports life. And your body is listening. You made it here. And that matters. Not because you listened to every word perfectly, but because you stayed. You stayed present. You stayed open. You stayed willing. Louise Hay taught that healing is not a single moment. It is a relationship you build with yourself over time. And today something shifted. Maybe it was subtle. Maybe it was emotional. Maybe it was simply a sense of calm you had not felt in a while. That is healing too. Healing does not always arrive as a miracle. Sometimes it arrives as understanding, softness, as the decision to stop being at war with yourself. Your body has been listening to you this entire time. Not judging, not resisting, just responding. And now it has heard something new, has heard compassion, has heard patience, has heard safety. Louise Hay believed that when we choose loving thoughts consistently, the body begins to reorganize itself naturally. Not because it was forced, but because it was finally allowed. You do not need to remember every word from this message. You only need to remember how it made you feel. Return to that feeling. Return to gentleness when fear appears. Return to kindness when doubt returns. Return to patience when healing feels slow. Your body does not need pressure. It needs trust. And trust grows when you show up for yourself again and again. You are not late. You are not broken. You are not beyond healing. You are in process. From this moment forward, every time you choose a loving thought, you reinforce a new path. Every time you speak to your body with respect, you strengthen that path. Every time you forgive yourself for not being perfect, you clear the way. Healing is not something outside of you. It is something you allow within you. Louise Hay reminded us of this truth. You have the power to heal your life. Not by force, not by fear, but by love. And love is available to you right now. Take it with you. Carry it into your thoughts. Carry it into your words. Carry it into the way you treat yourself tomorrow. This is not the end. This is a beginning. And your body knows it. You are safe. You are supported. And healing has already begun.